time in the Kerry Senior Football Championship semi-finals. East Kerry 1-9, Dingle 1-8. East Kerry with an absolute smash and grab if I've ever seen it. Right at the death, Paul Murphy with the winning point, with the outside of his boot. Absolutely extraordinary stuff. And incredibly, I think it was the only time East Kerry led in the game at all. You know, they might have led maybe quite early on. I think maybe they hit the opening score, but just quite remarkable, really, that they've been able to come away with the win. Ronan Buckley was sent off on the 44th minute as well. They were behind by a point in injury time. It looked like it was done and dusted. Dingle had possession in some great areas, possibly could have even went 2 points in front. But incredibly, East Kerry worked the score. They got the equaliser. And then in the end, got the winner. And an extraordinary score from Paul Murphy. A huge, huge win for East Kerry. A tremendous amount of character shown, really, towards the end of the game to dig that one out. Because, like Dingle, I felt we're very, very good in the first half and equally impressive in the second half. From watching on the stream on Clubber TV, thankfully enough, no issues with the stream or anything of that nature. There was obviously a huge, huge breeze, as there very much is here, you know, across the country, and that was very evident in the Kerry Football Championship semi-final last night between Mid Kerry and Field Rangers. But you could clearly see with the breeze, obviously, on the left-hand goal for those who are watching on TV or watching on the stream. You could clearly see there was a huge, huge breeze there, and East Kerry struggled with it in the first half. They only kicked 3 points, and in the second half, equally so from Dingle, who I think kicked 1-2 in the second half. So it was a very, very tough breeze. You know, the ball was swinging and sliding all over the place, really. And you could clearly see that Dingle were struggling to sort of make chances in the second half. But yeah, in the end, you know, a big, big result for East Kerry. David Clifford was fairly quiet. He only kicked 1 point and wasn't really too involved. Tom Sullivan, I thought, done a very, very good job on him defensively. Kicked 2 points himself. Tom Sullivan kicked Dingle's final point of the game, which, you know, looked like the match winner at that moment in time. He probably wasn't doing as much work going forward, but that's because he's got David Clifford behind him to deal with. And in fairness to him, I thought he'd done a very, very good job. But the man of the match would have to be Paul Gainey, because mother of God, I mean, this was an unbelievable performance from him. 4 points, like 1 point with the outside of his boot in the first half. He kicked a sensational point in the second half with his left boot, you know, going against that breeze that I mentioned. And that was an extraordinary score from him. You know, Mark O'Connor doing the work in and around the middle was fairly quiet in fairness, but he was good in possession and sort of kept it simple and very straightforward. And he was impressive. Paddy Clifford was very good as well, you know, stepping up 1-2, scoring 1-2, kicked a big point towards the end of the game as well. I think he might have got the leveler before the winning point from Paul Murphy as well. So he was very good. 1-2, got himself a goal. Rory Murphy on the score sheet as well was impressive. And Dingle had the game, you know, and they really probably should have won this one. I think they'll look back and think they should have got over the line there. You know, they get themselves a goal through Dylan Gainey. Brilliant bit of work from Paul Gainey originally. Dylan Gainey slots it comfortably into the back of the net. Wonderful finish from him. And incredibly enough, just a few minutes later, literally from the next attack, East Kerry get themselves a goal. It was a bit of a goalmouth scramble. Kern, the goalkeeper, forgive me for not remembering his first name, made a couple of brilliant saves. He made a couple of brilliant saves in the first half as well. Like, East Kerry had a couple of brilliant goal chances. And there was a big, big opportunity, you know, a couple of big saves, a block on the line. But in the end, Paddy Clifford was there with the punch to get it out, get it in the back of the net. A few shouts from the Dingle lads in regards to a square ball. Couldn't quite see the replay from the stream, but it'd be interesting, obviously, to see that back. And yeah, you know, East Kerry in the end showing their resilience. Ronan Buckley gets sent off with about 15 minutes to go. Rightly so, you know, first yellow was a heavy enough challenge. You know, arm around the neck, you know, could have been a black card. You've seen reds given for them, but I think a yellow card's a fair decision. So I don't think you argue with the fact that of the second yellow. Quite a heavy hit on Barry O'Sullivan, I think it was. So, East Kerry, very much from there, you're thinking, how are they going to find a way to come through this game? But in the end, they managed to find a way. And the fact that David Clifford probably didn't have his best game, he only scored 1 point. He was held scoreless from play. The fact that they had other lads to step up. Keane Gamble got himself on the score sheet. Paul Murphy, as we said before, the Kerry stalwart himself with 2 scores and obviously the winning score. It shows a lot for East Kerry. The fact that they have enough players there. James O'Donoghue, Darragh Roach, very much involved as well. So big result for East Kerry. We'll run through some comments quickly. Dylan says, do they still represent Kerry in the club championship? They don't, and they won't represent them. So I believe it's going to be either Kerins O'Rahilly's or Temple No from the Kerry club championship. Could be wrong on that. I don't know. I know in previous years sometimes there hasn't even been a representative from Kerry in the Munster Championship. That doesn't really make sense to me. So hopefully it is the winner of Kerins O'Rahilly's and Dingle. I thought David Clifford played for Fossa. He does play for Fossa, but East Kerry divisional side. Tom says Dingle very unlucky. Clifford played for regional team, 2 different championships in Kerry. Yeah, very well said. But we'll go ahead and wrap this up here. Let me know your thoughts, your opinions in the comments down below. I'm about to shoot off to Parnell Park for the Dublin Senior Football Championship final. I'm cutting it short. Throw-ins in half an hour, so might be a bit late, but I will be at the game, so expect to see a reaction out after that match from Parnell Park, provided the weather isn't too bad. Otherwise, we might need to wait until I get back home. But yeah, smash the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you all later.